We want to talk more about the Australian bushfires because I think something is happening that is pulling people's attention away from what is really going on. For example, we live in a headline culture, a scrolling culture. You're on your phone, you see the headline, you think you're informed, then you move along when actually if you only read the headline, you're going to be misinformed and redirected. Let me give you a prime example. This is just one. The Sun in the UK has this. Fire starters, more than 180 people arrested for arson as Australia bushfires left 26 dead and razed 2,000 homes. If you just read the article or just the headline, you're going to miss what's really going on here. People did this. What's really going on is actually in the article. Australia is fighting an unprecedented bushfire season, which have been caused by record temperatures and widespread drought. That is the baseline cause of what's going on. Arson is part of this. But where is that figure coming from? It sounds horrible, doesn't it? Well, if you actually look at the law enforcement tweet which put this out, they give you even more information. This is from New South Wales. 183 people, including 40 juveniles. Folks, it's only 24 people for true arson, setting a fire with malice. The rest of the people, it's for having a fire when they shouldn't have in a fire ban area, or having a lit cigarette or a match in an area that has been unattended or cause an issue. So yeah, it's bad, but it's not that bad. And then if you go to look to the Australian, it gets even more twisty and turny and guiding you in other directions. For example, again, that 180 figure, 29 blazes deliberately set in a specific area. That sounds really bad. Then if you look at it, well, now they've extended the timeline July and September. Folks, that's in the middle of winter for Australia. That's not during the timeline. It's not connected to what's going on. And that's 27 of the 29. So in one paragraph, it completely changed the narrative. It's not helpful and it's leading people astray. Because if you just look at the headlines, you would think that there are mobs of arsonists that are responsible for all of this. Well, if that's the case, let's look at the local news. It's not even on the front page, and reporters on the ground are asking officials, hey, what's going on with this? Here's a tweet. Someone asked the Victorian Premier, someone who's in charge of what's going on there, or at least releasing information saying none of the bushfires in Victoria, which is the state just to the south of New South Wales, have been deliberately set. Someone may have intentionally caused a fire, but not necessarily arson. So the bottom line is this. As we're living our lives, we're busy, we're trying to stay up and keep up with the news. Don't read the headline and think that that's all of the story. You actually have to read the article to be more informed. Arson is a big part of what's going on in Australia. It is a part of it, but it's not the part of the story. That would have to be the baseline weather and climate conditions, hot and dry, for the entire country.